I think it feels really fresh and new, and, you know, as a judges panel, we've never done this job, but I think we are looking for something different maybe than seasons past. We really are looking for that artist, that unique individual, that instant identity, as Lionel says. In general, we're all about the positive and putting people on their right path, the right purpose, redirecting if they need to be directed, and giving them constructive criticism all along the way. And, you know, being really compassionate and holding them delicately when we have to let them go. Because we know exactly what it feels like. We're artists. We've been in those shoes and been told no so many times. We have cried all the cries. For me personally, I think I really like to get real personal, real specific with these kids. And I ask them not for sound so much, I ask them for feeling. Of course, sound is number one, first and foremost, but there are so many singers out there, and, you know, everyone's brother, aunt, cousin, uncle, friend, twice removed is a singer. But we need someone that walks into the room and wakes us up and makes us feel the feelings. Ryan has given us all tips because, you know, he knows all about the show. I mean, he was there in its fetus, you know, it was there in the very beginning, the genesis. So I think he's great because I think we all love a familiarity, especially with this show. Definitely, we love growth, we love an evolution, but he's that good, old, like, dependable, trustable face that you want to either be held by when you don't get the answer you want, or you want to celebrate with when you do.
I'm going to be quite honest with you. I think they should be excited because we're excited. I mean, frankly speaking, we've never done this before. You follow me? So I don't know about anybody else, but we had to walk on that set for the first time and look at each other and go, what the heck is this going to be all about? We actually had to get the vibe together, first of all. What is it going to be about? And then we've met the first contestant, the second contestant, and we started watching the auditions, and we realized there's talent out there. There's really great talent, and we fell in love with these wonderful kids. And because we're performers, we are performers. We are in the trenches every day. This is not some makeshift executive group. We are out there every day. So we know exactly what they're missing, what they need, and we know how to nurture them. And so I think after all of these years, personally, for me being in the business, I've been trying to tell some people some advice for a very long time. This is my chance to do it. When I got the call, the first comment was, really? You know, and then I had to ask the question back, so why would you want a guy like me? And of course they said, history. All right, and so what I do have is history. And, you know, I think over the years, I've heard enough no's and disasters, and I've been through every major crisis. I've been in the war. And so to come out the other side as a real veteran of this business and see these kids at the beginning, I know what that looks like. And so when they think they're ready today, I know they're not ready today. So you send them home. So I bring to the table some experience, and that's why I signed up, because I think what's needed now is some real, if you will, history. And instructors, you know, we just have master professors here. Now, what I didn't realize was going to happen, that what is my real role on this show? Okay. American Idol gave me 2 kids to be in charge of on the judging panel.
He is our chaperone.
And you understand me, and every time I think, okay, I would not say that, they say it. And I'm looking down at them, trying to get some eye contact, going, children, listen to me.
Calm down.
We're on national television, and they just yab, 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 yab. So just know that from time to time, if you see me completely faint on camera, it is not because of the performance. It's what they're saying. All right? That's the truth.
He loves us. He's obsessed with us. He's getting tattoos of our faces, one right, one left.
Well, he's the calmest guy I've ever met. He's my partner. He's our partner because he's on radio every day, okay? And he's on television every day. And what is so beautiful about him is, I think it's fascinating. He can read a teleprompter as if he's speaking to you. I love him. I think we all love him because of the fact that I've known him for a very long time, but once you meet him, you feel like you've met him and known him forever.
So it was just a situation for me. It was new territory for me. I loved American Idol in its early years through all the phases of it, and then, gosh, I mean, when I walked on the set and you see the lights and you see American Idol and you realize you're one of the judges, I'm like, this is big time here.
It's a responsibility.
Yeah, it's big time. Us being ourselves, that's our stamp on how we judge these kids. I mean, I've got my strong suits in the country world and all that, and certainly Katy and Lionel have their things, and it's so fun when an R&B or a soul artist comes out and they get a reaction from Lionel, and Lionel's over there going like, "Oh, go girl," you know. I mean,
I'm talking about.
And the same thing with Katy. And Katy, you know, Katy sees things and I've learned. I mean, I've learned stuff already, and she's proved me wrong, and it's fun.
Well, let me just say
Say it.
we think some country artists are great, and you're like, guys, this isn't really gonna fly in Nashville, and you're the one that's actually legit grinding that country music scene. So, you know, that's why we are a melting pot of our own expertise.
Us being ourselves, that's our stamp on how we judge these kids. I mean, I've got my strong suits in the country world and all that, and certainly Katy and Lionel have their things, and it's so fun when an R&B or a soul artist comes out and they get a reaction from Lionel, and Lionel's over there going like, "Oh, go girl," you know. I mean,
I'm talking about.
And the same thing with Katy. And Katy, you know, Katy sees things and I've learned. I mean, I've learned stuff already, and she's proved me wrong, and it's fun.
Well, let me just say we think some country artists are great, and you're like, guys, this isn't really gonna fly in Nashville, and you're the one that's actually legit grinding that country music scene. So, you know, that's why we are a melting pot of our own expertise.
He just kind of gave us a little crash course and a little, and I respected him that he walked in and he didn't roll in there with an entourage and say, y'all, you know, he was like, hey, you know, I noticed when y'all did this, you could have teased it a little better and it'll work, but he just knows how to make it really, really work.
That's why he is Ryan Seacrest.
When he said that to me, I was like, that's why he's back. So, it's awesome.
It's so exciting that the show is back. I don't think I ever truly believed that it went away. You know, it's been something that's been a part of my life for so long. And because the show has such great history, it's been a part of a lot of people's lives. It's been on for such a run that kids will come up and say that they remember watching the first episode when they were 3 or 4 years old, and now they're auditioning, or now they can't wait for it to be back. And also, a lot of families will say that it was the one show that they would get together and watch together. And I think because of that, it has a special place in a lot of people's hearts. So I'm thrilled it's back. When you think about this new iteration of American Idol, what will be different? The judges, they're all different. They're new judges to the show. The basic core values of the show and the principle of the show and the promise of the show, that's the same. We're looking for a superstar, an undiscovered talent that we've found in our auditions across the country. That will be at the core of the show. But the personality, the charm, the character of the show will evolve a little bit with Katy, Luke, and Lionel. Well, I'm biased about it returning to television. I have it's a special thing for me. I think it's important that this show comes back because it's full of goodness. It's full of hope. It's full of dreams coming true. It's true Americana. And it is one of the greatest places for someone who wants to go after something they've been dreaming about to do it. And if you look at the track record, it's had a lot of success with the people that have walked through the doors. It's been so much fun to get to know all of them together. We all knew each other individually in some capacity, but to know each other together and to work together has been a lot of fun. I think that there's an incredible deep respect for what everyone does. These are superstars in their universes, and so they have a tremendous amount of respect, experience, knowledge, but also fun. I mean, they're not working when they're doing this show. They're enjoying it. They're having fun. They're joking around. And I truly believe deep down inside, they're really excited about finding someone that's possibly a little unvarnished and giving them the opportunity that is such an incredible opportunity to be a star.